we've got here the Tau Barracuda sprue from the Skies of Fire set. It appears to be a very simple kit. There's 5 steps before you just pop it on the base. It didn't even need a multi-page instruction. But let's have a look closer at the level of detail on these fighters. So if you look at that, that's the underside. There's an awful lot of detail there. If you switch to the top, again, that's really nice detail that you can see on these. You've got all the weapon options, both the drone turrets and the main weapons, and it's not a super complicated kit. Building the whole thing without the drone turrets is 7 pieces. So I'm going to clean this up, come back to you in a minute and show you how to build it. So here are the pieces for the Barracuda. It's actually a really simple build up to a point, and in a second you'll see exactly what point that is. So bit there, bit there. Then this is going to just slide into here. Press that down good and hard. Be very careful not to bend these. I'm actually surprised by the 3-dimensional nature of the main hull piece, because they've managed to get an awful lot in. So with that in, we can then put these engine pieces in. As you can see, it's suddenly getting more and more complete. You've got a little drone thing here that I'm not quite sure what it is, whether it's a defense drone or something else. You've then got these fins, and you're going to see exactly what I mean in a minute. One. Two. And get that so that those fins are both matching, like so. And now we've got the armament. So we've got this ion cannon, quick test fit, like so, and that's fine. Get most of the glue off the brush. Press that together reasonably hard. We then test fit that into there. That's fine. We're going to apply a bit of glue. Boom, boom, boom. Like so. So you could leave it like that. However, you'd be daft to, because for 3 points you get these drone turrets with either cyclic ion blasters or burst cannons, which are 360 degrees. So the way they fit is, you've always got this sight on the outside, but what you want to do is pop that on the top, and this is where it gets fiddly. These are the major fiddly thing in this kit. You hold it like that, bit of glue on there, a little bit around the edge, but not touching the wings, and then that goes on there and you've got a moving turret. You can glue these in place and you are absolutely fine to do so, and the model supports that. But you can also glue them in such a way that you can still move them after you've glued them, like so. So we'll wait for that to set for a second. To show you how that works, here's one with the long barrel burst cannons. What it does mean is you're going to want to think carefully about how you store them. You can't really magnetise these or switch them around because of how they fit into there. What you can do is have them actually move, which is really quite cool. But they are the fiddliest part of these kits. So now I've given that a few seconds to dry, I would advise thinking carefully about how you put these in. Whether you want them, as I showed you with the burst cannons, pointing down, or whether you want them reasonably close to the hole. So we'll do that with these. But once they're set and I need to undercoat them, I'm going to point them so they're facing backwards. So, bang. And that is an assembled Barracuda. It's fairly 2D. Let's show you one on the stand. So I'll pop that there while those wait to set. Again, set them up so the turrets move, but this is a railgun one. Fairly two-dimensional, but it's a decent sized plane. Let's look at a Thunderbolt alongside for scale. Thunderbolt is a bit bigger. Lightning alongside for scale. It's about the same length, about the same width. And it's bigger, I'd say, than a Dakar jet. But it's a lovely, lovely kit. It's going to be great to paint. If you want to panel line it, you've got all these panel lines you can start picking out. You've got all these vents that you can weather and have exhaust coming from. You've got turrets that you can leave off if you want to have a super cheap plane, but I would recommend against it, but that are movable. You've got the space if you want to add some transfers on the wings. You've got a lot of detail on the underside that I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with, but I'll find something. But yeah, these do get reasonably pricey in point terms in the game, but yeah, they're still $6 a box, so you could conceivably get at least 150, probably more like 160, 170 points out of a single box of them. But yeah, that's how you build this. It's a lovely kit. The fiddliest bit is these. Inevitably you're going to drop some of these, so make sure you've got a clean work area where if you drop one of these you're going to be able to find it. It doesn't just vanish into the carpet, never to be seen again, because you don't get spares of these, and once they're in you can't swap them around between different aircraft. But the kit as a whole is absolutely lovely. It's a testament to how far GW have come with plastics, and the main, apart from these turrets, it's like 7 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 with the main gun, and then another 6 pieces for these turrets. So yeah, it's a lovely model. Highly recommend it. Good luck building yours. If you've liked this video, hit like and subscribe. If you want to chat, leave a comment below. But otherwise, good gaming.